It's the city of brotherly love, home of the Liberty Bell, where the 76ers are looking to take on a Western Conference opponent. Thanks for joining us as we get set to bring you NBA. Basketball on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter is David Aldridge. And, of course, Miles Bridges. We will see him getting used to his new team, the Houston Rockets, in this one.
Well, we're about to see what the buzz around the league is all about here. Is it going to be just hype, or will it be reality? We will find out here soon enough, along with the fans in this arena and the people watching at home.
Shooting for Houston.
Some veterans on these teams, Clark. What are you looking for and how that will impact the game?
Well, Kevin, you know, when you've got experienced players on the court, then you typically have a composed team. And that means that you won't see either team really get rattled. And I think because both teams have great experience, we're going to have a hard-fought, competitive matchup where neither team really is flustered at all.
First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
He's so good at creating his own shot. He's just got an endless supply of moves. LeBron James.
Pass to Cunningham. Here's Simons. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Now here's Cunningham. Covered by LeBron. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Dedmon. And here is Isaac. To the inside. Here's Simons. They grab their own miss. And so Powell will bring it up for the Rockets. James in the post. And he lays it straight in. LeBron's got 5 now.
You know, LeBron in the paint, I think, is major trouble for just about every defender. He can power his way to the basket, or he can pass you into being dizzy.
And it's a defensive 3-second violation. And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
And, fellas, I think you have to like his improvements over his free throw numbers from a year ago. It's not a significant number or a huge amount, but it's improvement nonetheless.
Now, here's Cunningham. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. On offense, here are the Rockets. James looking it over. Driving the lane.
LeBron James.
Well, that's one man never afraid to punch it. Give LeBron a path to the bucket, and the finish is going to be something in a poster.
Here's Simons. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And, you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Substitution for your 76ers.
The 76ers trail.
Gary Trent Jr.
Pass to Trent. From past the arc. Good, and a nice assist from Porter.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
2 minutes remaining in the
LeBron, left side. Down low. And he drops in the layup off the glass. LeBron's got 9.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now, here's Porter. He's usually able to provide some lift to his team, averaging 6 points a game. 5 to shoot. Here's Smith. It's tipped. And he's able to get it back. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Houston in the lead. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Kevin, Doc Rivers gave me a few minutes to catch up with him.
LeBron James.
It ain't no secret of the fact that LeBron will be their focus defensively. He said we have to limit his opportunities at the rim. Guys have got to be ready to react, help, and cut off his drives. Sounds like LeBron can expect plenty of double teams as well. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, thanks. Smith wide open. He fires. Used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall. Here's James. Powell, no one around him.
Norman Powell.
Good, and the assist goes to James.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Rockets leading by 6. The shot and game clock separated by 4. And James picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
And James picks up the foul.
That's his second.
That's foul number 2 for him.
First team.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been blocked, and it was.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul. Now into the lineup here.
9 seconds left to play in the first. The try by James.
Well, he is going to the line, but that's not a bad play by the defense. I mean, you just can't let LeBron run free. I think you're always better off making him earn it at the line.
Shooting for Houston.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Here's Cunningham. And we reach the end of the first quarter. Rockets ahead. They're up by 7.
All right.
Live from Philadelphia.
Sixers and Steve. All right, coming up to the court right now.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Rockets.
You know, guys, we've really seen them do a lot of damage in the paint so far.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
It's Dedmon, top of the key. Philadelphia moving the ball around. 3-pointers, Simon. It's rebounded by Houston.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Pass to Richards. The kick out to Williams. The 3. The rebound by Simons. The 76ers trailed by 7. Now Isaac. Here's Dedmon. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Hampton with the ball. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
And the dunk by Grant.
You know what? When you allow Grant to get close to the rim, you risk seeing him give you a facial right in your grill. I mean, tremendous athleticism from the Syracuse alum.
Dedmon with the block. Isaac outside. Cunningham looking it over. And there's the drive. It's deflected. Over in the corner, Williams. And it's Jonathan Isaac with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Greg, you played on one of college basketball's all-time super teams. Hard to imagine we'll see that kind of dominance over several seasons like you guys had at UNLV.
It's true, and we still see dominant teams, but You know, the difference is now the most talented teams tend to only play together for one season. And so that makes it really hard to run together stretches where you can call yourself a legitimate dynasty. But I still love where our game is and look forward to watching these young men chase their dream.
Rockets leading by 7. Pass to Richards. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. And it's Cunningham with the ball for Philadelphia. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. The next game is in Cleveland, taking on the Cavaliers. Sets in motion a 4-game road trip for him. And R.J. Hampton is going to pick up a foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Well, that's not been a typical possession for them in this first half. You know, for the most part, they've been pretty smart with the ball.
What I really love about Jeremy Grant is his work ethic. He's really put in time to improve his scoring.
Specifically, his jump shot. For a while, he didn't have the consistent 3-ball. Now, you got to at least honor it.
6 to shoot. Grant goes in. Corner outside. Smith, no good.
Does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
Pass to Richards. And that one is hammered home.
Well, I tell you what, the big guy knows how to do that. Throw it down.
Porter with it. And Hampton picks him up defensively. Here's Trent. And the 76ers get it back. And Porter, here we go. It's blocked. And they'll keep possession. Pass to Grant. Tries yet again. And it's Smith missing. Rockets leading by 7. Here's Hampton. And Grant sends it back.
Well, he's an incredible athlete. You can just see that. Using his vertical and his reach on the defensive end. Outstanding block.
In the corner, Smith with it. And he drives in. And it's Smith finishing it off.
A power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could.
We've seen those kinds of plays get them going in the past.
Here's LeBron. 12 points for him. Here's Mobley. It's Powell on the wing. Pass to Mobley. Fires the 3. James, no good. The 76ers trailed by 4. Grant gets a wide open look. The 76ers again can't hit it.
Philadelphia foul. Jalen Smith. That's his second personal foul. Second team foul. Now into the lineup for your 76ers.
Here's LeBron.
Jonathan Isaac.
Pass to Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
Assist from...
Yeah, you know, it's like the game is in slow motion for LeBron. He sees the entire floor and sees it so well, knows what's coming, and usually always makes the right pass.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
And that concludes the first half. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Houston leading by 6. Drives to the hoop. And the dunk by LeBron.
Still possessing incredible athleticism. LeBron James, when he attacks like this, you can almost forget about stopping.
Isaac goes in. It's to Dedmon. Wide open. Buries the jump shot. Dedmon's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And when he rises up, he knows he's probably going to get a clean look. It's a matter of executing.
You know, for me, it doesn't get any better than seeing big fellas who can use the mid-range jumper to their advantage.
The Rockets have gone 2 of 4 at the free throw line.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
Hey, there are guys who have played as long as LeBron, okay? But how many have maintained their physical abilities the way he has so late in his career? I think that's a short list.
Chalk up 2 there.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
To Dedmon. Here's Simons for the 3. Buries it from 3-point range. Simons has got his second bucket of the night.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Here's James. The rebound by Simons. The 76ers trail by 3. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. And there's the call on James. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off. He just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was 1 step late that time.
Shot clock at 6. 3-pointers, Simons. It's hauled in by LeBron. And so James will bring it up for the Houston Rockets. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Pass to Okoro. Stolen by Grant. Here's Dedmon. And Dedmon throws it down.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Exactly. I mean, when you're running neck to neck, those kinds of mistakes tip the scale.
And here's Cunningham. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Dedmon a screen. Grant goes in.
Man, I like the aggressiveness of Grant. Really taking it strong to the cup.
Here he goes. And the dunk by James.
The assist.
Third quarter here and 5 lead changes so far.
And guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
Pass to Grant.
2 minutes
To the middle.
third.
Here's Isaac. Here's Dedmon. It's rebounded by Houston.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
Here's Mobley. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assists. Now it's a 3-point Rocket lead.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Powell with the steal. And now the fast break. LeBron with the ball. In the corner, Powell with it. And Houston calls their first time out of the game.
Rocket substitution.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Pass to Richards. And the layup is good. Richards got his second bucket.
Ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
Now Grant. He's guarded by Williams. Now here's Cunningham. Inside. And again, Philadelphia turns it over.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Guys, they've been getting it done.
They came out with a mission, and they have been tough to stop.
On the left block, the rebound by Prince. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. And the basket by Hampton.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Pass to Trent. They need this. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. They'll be off to Brooklyn for a meeting with the Nets after this one. Matchup falls in the middle game of this 3-game trip.
Loving the energy right now here in the third quarter as they try to take control of this game.
And I really think this is the time to do it because this is a real important juncture in the ball game right here.
And there's the foul. And it's on Taurean Prince. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Now, here's Cunningham. Smith. And so it's the Houston Rockets going into the break with a 10-point lead. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And we'll be back with you shortly.
Come on, fans.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. The 76ers trail by 10. Now Porter takes it inside. Clock at 6. Philadelphia needs to get a shot off. He can't get that one to fall. The Rockets go the other way with it. Here's Hampton. It's not going to go for him. Nice D from Porter. That's to Dedmon. It's deflected. To the paint. Here's Williams. Puts the move on. And he sinks the layup. Williams has got the lead up to 12 now for Houston. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for Houston.
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
And the dunk by Hampton.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
They look pretty demoralized to me, and that always shows through at the defensive end first.
It's to Dedmon. He's looking for Williams and finds him. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Martin wide open. He fires. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
3 points.
D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Here's Horton Tucker. Here's Dedmon. No good, unable to end this run.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. James outside. The rebound by Simon. The 76ers trail by 20. Pass to Horton Tucker. Back to Isaac. And in this era of player empowerment, Clark, do you think star players have ever had more leverage than they do today?
No question they have not. With social media, the platforms players have been able to build, the following the NBA has, not just domestically, but globally, all of that has converged to give players a significant amount of power. And not to discount the fact that players are more aware and educated in so many of the business aspects of the game than I've ever seen them, and that's an encouraging sign from my perspective.
The drive by James, and James throws it down.
Well, just relish and cherish what you're watching tonight, folks. LeBron James going off. We are witnessing greatness.
Pass to Trent. The 76ers with another miss. Rockets leading by 22. It's Mobley, top of the key.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Rockets.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And that next meeting will be their second and final game of the season series, being in opposite conferences. So you bet nobody wants to get swept even in a 2-game season series. I think the next game will be hotly contested.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for LeBron.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
A shot by LeBron, no good. Driving to the basket.
And watch out, you don't bring the whole basket down on top of you, young fella.
I don't think he ever wanted to let go of the rim.
Well, you got to make that moment last. Enjoy it for as long as you can.
Here's LeBron. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Anthony Simons.
You just have to discipline yourself not to fall for James pump fake, because as soon as he gets you up in the air, you're done.
At the line for the Rockets.
And he makes both free throws. 29 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Outside Porter. Simons from outside. Here's Smith. Makes it off the glass.
Well, you can't give him any room to maneuver on the board, because once he does, he's going to make you pay.
LeBron with it. So we see Houston taking the W here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure did. I mean, they just rolled.
Hola, what's happening? No cap in my caption. Got a little and she texting for that, cause I got a little thing for when it get. Los knows, soy la mexicana con tremendo flow. Tengo todo el control. Cierra los ojos, baby, let's go, 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 go. Hola, what's happening? No cap in my caption. Got a little and she texting for that, cause I got a little thing for when it get. Los knows, soy la mexicana con tremendo flow. Tengo todo el control. Let's go, 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 go.